Here's every major presidential assassination attempt in chronological order. I will only be counting attempts during their presidency. Sorry, Teddy. President number 1, Andrew Jackson. On January 30th, 1835, an insane man named Richard Lawrence pointed two pistols at Jackson, both misfiring. Jackson then beat him with his cane until bystanders held him back. The pistols were later tested and worked just fine. President number 2, Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln had many close calls, but his most infamous occurred on April 14th, 1865. After the end of the Civil War, Lincoln attended Ford's Theater with his wife. John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer, suddenly walked up behind him and shot him in the head. He died the next morning. President number 3, James Garfield. On July 2nd, 1881, an insane man named Charles Guiteau shot Garfield twice at a train station. Garfield was greatly injured, suffering for 79 days until his death on September 19th. It's believed that doctors picking at the wound with unsterilized instruments gave him an infection, which ultimately killed him. President number 4, William McKinley. On September 6, 1901, McKinley was shot at the Pan American Exposition while shaking the hand of anarchist Leon Czolgosz, who was hiding a gun in a handkerchief. He died from his wounds a week later. President number 5, Harry Truman. On November 1st, 1950, two Puerto Rican nationalists attacked the Blair House where President Truman was staying, killing a police officer and injuring two others. They were stopped before they could get to Truman. President number 6, John F. Kennedy. On November 22nd, 1963, Kennedy was riding in the presidential motorcade in Dallas, Texas. Suddenly, he was shot in the back of the head from a nearby building, dying on the spot. Officially, the assassin was Lee Harvey Oswald, but many speculate there is more to the story. President number 7, Gerald Ford. On September 5th, 1975, in the California state capitol, Lynette Squeaky Fromm, a follower of Charles Manson, drew a pistol when Ford reached to shake her hand. However, she didn't fire as there were no cartridges in the chamber and she was quickly apprehended. 17 days later, at a speech in San Francisco, a woman in the crowd fired twice at Ford, missing his head by 5 inches. President number 8, Ronald Reagan. On March 30th, 1981, after speaking at the Washington Hilton Hotel, John Hinckley Jr. fired his revolver at Reagan, hitting him and 3 others. Reagan was left seriously injured, breaking a rib, puncturing a lung, and bleeding internally, but ultimately survived. That's all of them, for now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more.